Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 45 of my New York City Wrestling series for TEW 2016. So, here today we have the King of New York event, which is, of course, the tournament that we like to run every year in game. And, of course, we've got the King of New York tournament title up for grabs tonight. The winner, spoilers here, without any real spoilers, but the winner is someone that hasn't actually won it before. And of course, the match card is very match based. The card is very match based, as you would kind of expect with a tournament on the line. So yeah, let's run the show. Start the show off with a 100 A-star angle. Basically, just the 8 guys that are involved tonight. We've got Spencer Spade, El Midico Jr., Emmanuel Bryant, Aldous Blackfriar, Marsh Stranger, Savage Tiger Jr., Chevy Ferreira, and Marvel Malloy. Marsh Stranger is learned to show more charisma as well, and as I mentioned, a 100 A-star to start the show before we get into our first quarterfinal match, which gets an 81B. In an exceptional match, Spencer Spade defeated Marsh Stranger in 10:24 by pinfall with a Supreme Stunner. I mean, a very good, match to open it up, but it is Spencer Spade, and I mean, he can pretty much work with anybody and pull off a decent match, and he gets an 81B, 94 in-ring performance, and you got Marsh Stranger, who is improving in technical skills. So the second quarterfinal gets a 76B minus. In an exceptional match, Emmanuel Bryant defeated Savage Tiger Jr. in 7:59 by pinfall with a green shock. He was really off his game as well, which is not great. Still, a 76B minus is a pretty good rating. Regardless, I mean, if he was on his game, possibly could have gotten maybe around an 80 or a 78. But yeah, happy with that. Emmanuel goes on to the semi-finals. The next quarterfinal match gets a 82B. Okay, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. In an exceptional match, Aldous Blackfriar defeated Xavi Ferreira in 10:29 by pinfall with a Batwing. All this with a 79 in-ring performance, no worker improvements. But yeah, Shabby and Aldous pull off an 82B, which is higher than the first match as well. Very good. And this match gets an 82, 82B as well. In an exceptional match, Almedico Jr. defeated Marvin Malloy in 10:20 by pinfall with a Northern Light Suplex. We get a lack of psychology on display, but still another 82B. Very happy with that, especially coming out of these quarterfinal matches. I do expect the semi-finals to be better. So it is Aldous, Spencer, El Midico, and Emmanuel who will be in our semi-final matches. Of course, heels versus faces in both of those matches. So we go into the cooldown match, which gets a 72B minus, pretty good for a cooldown. In a superb match, the Southern Stars defeated Bret Heartbreak and Seth Whitehead in 10:11 when Animal Harker defeated Seth Whitehead by pinfall with the Texas Meat Grinder. And then you got Seth, who was the weak link. Bret with a 70, Tennessee 70, and Animal Harker with a 74. And then little old Seth with a 53. And Bret Heartbreak is improving in performance skills. Perfect. Exactly what we want. Okay, so we're going to our next angle. Our next segment, is an angle. 82B, not great, but still pretty decent for a promo. Aldous just basically cutting a promo on El Midico Jr., who he's versing up next, and got the crowd a little bit hotter after the cooldown segment. The match itself gets an 81B. Yeah, okay. I thought it might be a little bit better. I mean, maybe just pulling a B+. I kind of thought that might be a possibility with these two, but, they're only 2 points off that anyway. In an exceptional match, Almedico Jr. defeated Aldous Blackfriar in 9:35 by pinfall with a Northern Light Suplex. We get the lack of psychology on display, which is a little bit disappointing, but that's all good. Aldous Blackfriar is also getting better at his gimmick, which is a good thing to see. No worker improvements. El Midico advances to the final. The next semi-final gets a 82B, so 1 point better. In an exceptional match, Spencer Spade defeated Emmanuel Bryant in 10:14 by pinfall with a Supreme Stunner. Good stuff. No worker improvements. Spencer advances to the final. We then have a tag team title match, which also gets an 82B. In an exceptional match, the Ring Generals defeated El Serpiente and Logan Wolfsbane in 15:44 when Marv Statler defeated Logan Wolfsbane by pinfall with a wheelbarrow bomb. The Ring Generals make defense number 5 of their NYCW tag team titles. And we got lack of psychology once again, but that's probably, I think Logan only has a 64C in psychology, and he was also off his game as well, which isn't exactly going to help things. But yeah, it gives the Ring Generals here another title defense, which is number 5 for their tag team titles. No worker improvements, but still an 82B is a very decent rating, although Dean Waldorf is in the match. So yeah, anything was possible, but I'm happy with an 82. Going into our main event, which is the final of the King of New York tournament, and it gets, oh, sorry, my bad, 100 A-star over the top entrance for Spencer Spade. The performance of Spencer Spade was fantastic. I mean, judging on that, that's probably like the highest rating you can get, I would say. Okay, the match itself, apologies for thinking this was the match, but the match itself gets a 99 A-star. And that was just a normal match as well. In an exceptional match, Spencer Spade defeated El Mitico Jr. in 30 minutes and 1 second by pinfall with a Supreme Stunner. Spencer Spade wins the NYCW King of New York tournament title. 99 A-star. So Spencer wins. Spencer is the new King of New York. Really wish that could have been a 100 rating. I've never gotten one on TEW before. But yeah, 99 A-star. Perfect way to end the show. The show itself gets a 92A. Very, very happy with that. Apparently we used El Mitico too much. Yeah. Nothing wrong with using El Mitico as much as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to try and cheer people up with these. So we need Aldous and Marvel Malloy were both unhappy about losing. And I think we may as well just go with Spencer, I think. He is just awesome. So we're going to tell him he's awesome. Okay. So a 92A, a very respectable rating for a show. Actually, you know, it's much better than respectable, especially for a regional company like us. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. There were other people that I kind of thought about giving the King of New York tournament title win to, but in the end, I mean, yeah, we'll have a look at these emails. But in the end, I just had to give it to Spencer, simply because he's so good, so popular. He's obviously going to be an Empire champion, you know, as long as we keep him at the company. And yeah, that just had me a little bit worried. I want him to also, you know, win that title as well, if that makes sense. Before he wins the Empire title, one day. Who knows when it will be. But with 47D popularity and 46D importance in the tri-state region, we've also got the E- popularity in the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic and New England areas as well. $1.1.5 million in the bank account as well. Happy days. Have a look at the little titles here. They're not little titles, but yeah, so there we go. Spencer Spade is now a former King of New York tournament title winner, along with Storm Spillane, Ross Henry, Dean Waldorf. So yeah, we've got some pretty decent names on this list now, and yeah, as I mentioned, the Ring Generals got defense number 5 of their title, and El Serpiente was had a tag team title match. So, we've also got pre-bookings for the next show, which was supposed to be for this event, but of course it was the King of New York, tournament. So March into Manhattan will be the next event. We've got the Empire title match between Dean and Ernest, and then we get the Tri-State Regional title match between El Serpiente and Emmanuel Bryant. So those two feuds will kind of hopefully come to a bit of a head there. Hopefully they both put on decent matches. I kind of expect both of them to. Let's have a little look at some popularity before I end the episode. Let's have a look at El Mitico. I mean, in theory, he should have improved a lot in popularity. He is now an 88B+. Okay, he's up from 79B. Up 9 points. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. What about Aldous? He made the semi-finals. Okay, I think he's only up a little bit. Yeah. He's only up 3 points, but that's okay. Still a decent improvement. Midnight Prowler actually has an injury at the moment. And, yeah, he's got like a bruised eye socket, so we couldn't use him. I would have probably used him at least to lose in a quarterfinal match. But yeah, we couldn't. He can work through it, but I didn't really want to penalise myself in the ratings with those matches. So yeah. Who else can we look at? We need to look at Emmanuel Bryant. He had a semi-final berth as well. He's now a 73B-. That's pretty good. It's up quite a bit. Up 4 points from a 69C+. And who else was the other? We've got to look at Spencer. Curious to see what his popularity is. A 93A. Up 4 points from 89. But I kind of expect his popularity to maybe drop back down to about 90, maybe 91. I'm not sure. But he is pretty much the top guy in the company at the moment. And I think that's evident in our creative meeting. I think it has been for a while, but anyway. I love that Ross Henry picture render. It's so nice. Have a little look at hidden gems, see if there's anybody cool here. I mean, there kind of is. I mean, Scythe, I've got some really good re-renders for him. Really good alternate pictures. That some of them look badass. So maybe we bring him in. He's got the menace. He's kind of decent in the ring. He's good enough. Anyway, he's got star quality as well. We could very easily make him a main eventer, similar to Spencer, really. And he's 6'10", 328 pounds. The choke slam chief. And as I mentioned, I've got some really, really good renders for him. Froshaw, I mean, he's another guy we could bring in. He's good, he's good enough. He's got 89 star quality, good enough in the ring, and he's got the charisma that he could probably get over as well. He's actually unemployed. How much would he take? 1,000. I don't know. We'll have to. I'm kind of leaning towards that. He doesn't wrestle in Japan either, so wouldn't really have to worry about him picking up any touring contracts or anything like that. But anyways, guys, this episode's kind of gone on for a little bit longer than I would have liked it to. We've got some really bad morale issues there with Aldous and Marvel, as I mentioned. Savage Tiger was also actually unhappy with his match, his loss to Emmanuel. So we've got some issues there. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. We've got a 92A for our overall match rating, and the main event with a 99A star. I think that deserves a like. If you're a new viewer, head over to the channel and subscribe, and yeah, that should keep you up to date with all these episodes coming out in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.